let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. We've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the punt team now on to kick.
Wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the Arizona Wildcats offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
The thing I love about this play is the quarterback put this football where only his guy could come up and make a play on it.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Breaks free. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Fights through the tackler. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job. Locks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled, but first down. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught quickly. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the right side. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Hunt over the middle. It's Hunt. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Tight end goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. Punt team ready to boot it away. With the return. It's Law. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a quick grab. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score 21-0.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks at the sideline, and it's complete, barely in bounds. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Call the counter play here. Running with purpose. He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Physical run earns the first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He shreds the tackle. And a sophomore making an impact play. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The distance will be from 36 yards away. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to chuck it again. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quick throw, the catch is made. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick pass, the catch is made. Oh, what a move, goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. And the offense will use a timeout, have a quick meeting on the sideline. Arizona has now moved into the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the 1st down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking for the wide out. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it's please spend a timeout. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point try coming now.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Turner looking to make a play here. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Single back, takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy?
make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Touchdown, Arizona. And the beatdown continues. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The shotgun running play call. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They bring him down after a short gain there.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner decides to signal fair. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, a reverse. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option. Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
There's the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Looking to throw yet again. This time it's complete.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there. And Sag sets up 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they get him down after the completion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the left. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like that.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. And they'll take a knee. Time remaining under a minute now.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the